What is going on, guys? It is Denzel with Etcetera Pack Fitness on the Prowl for Endless Possibilities. Today I'm going to show you one of my favorite workouts. Even though I don't like leg day, it's the squat. The squat, guys. It's a great full body workout. It's great for your quads. It's great for your glutes. It's great for your legs overall. It's great for your core. It's great for your lower back, especially when you know how to do it right. Today, I'm showing you good form and safety, okay? So, what I'm going to do is, I'm gonna start off sideways so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna show you, go through the movement. So, we're gonna stand about your feet shoulder width apart. They're gonna be angled slightly, kind of at a 45, maybe a little less, okay? 45-degree angle, shoulder width apart. Your knees are going to follow your toes, okay? The direction of your toes, but your knees should never go past your toes, okay? And you're going to go down. What you do is just like you're sitting in a chair. When you sit in the chair, your butt goes down. When you come up out the chair, your hips go forward to get you up. Same thing. Your butt goes back and down, and then your hips come forward to get you up. So, butt goes back. Hips comes forward. Butt goes back. Hips come forward. Butt goes back. Hips come forward. Butt goes back. Hips come forward. Okay. I want you to keep that in mind. Bringing your butt back. Your hips forward. Here. Here. Okay. Now that we have that down, I want to show you how to breathe. The way you breathe. When you go down, you inhale. When you come up, you exhale. So we breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, okay? There's another point. The other thing I want to say is your feet, you're going to keep your heels on the ground. You're not going to raise up on your toes. For this example, I'm going to take off my shoe here so you can see exactly what I mean. Take my shoe off. So, pay attention to my feet. You should be able to see my feet. Pay attention to my feet. So again, 45-degree angle, kinda, or your feet angled, slightly angled, okay? Not straight like this, angle. Feet at about shoulder width apart, okay? I'm going to kind of dig my toes in the ground, okay? I'm gonna dig my toes in the ground and keep my heels on the ground, okay? And this is going to give me really good form. By the way, you can do leg day or your leg workouts barefoot, or what people recommend is getting a flat shoe like Converse or something like that. That's usually the easiest thing to come by. They do have, workout shoes, but Converse are fine. Really, any shoes are fine, but the flatter your feet, the better, okay? But this is just, right now, this is just for example purposes. So, digging my toes in the ground. I got my heels on the ground. All my weight is gonna be on my heel. So again, butt back, hips forward, breathe in. Heels on the ground, breathe out. Breathe in, heels on the ground, breathe out. What I don't want to see is this. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see that. If you looked at that compared to what else I did, that did not look right at all, okay? And it's real easy to raise up on your toes, okay? When you're doing it. You don't want to raise up on your toes. You want to keep your heels on the ground. It's better if your toes are raised and your weight is on your heel than if your heels are raised and your weight are on your toes. Because then you're putting all the pressure on your knees, and everybody knows we're trying to protect those knees, right? So, again, we're here, we breathe in on the way down, bring our butt back, we breathe out on the way up, bring our hips forward, we keep our weight on our heels, okay? Now, here's the other thing. Well, Trainer Denzel, what if my knees are buckling in like this when I go in for the squat? So let's say you're squatting and your knees are doing this, right? When you're going in and you're trying to do everything right, but your knees just keep buckling in, right? Here's a way to increase your strength, okay? So if you're doing a squat the regular way, you're going to go into a sumo squat. It's still the same version of the squat. The difference is you're going to get into that sumo stance, right? Which means your legs are going to be really spread out and your feet are going to be really at a 45-degree angle, okay? Your knees are going the same thing. Knees are going to follow your toes. It's the same thing. Your butt goes back, your hips comes forward. The difference with this is since your legs are more spread apart, Now you can fix that buckling of the knees, okay? And you can really grow those, strengthen those muscles. That way, when you get closer together like this, you don't buckle on the way down. So if you're buckling, what I want you to do is to go into a sumo squat, okay? So we're learning the squat and the sumo squat today. So we're right here, this is sumo squat. This is really good if you want to work on your glutes or if you're buckling on your knees, okay? Because with this squat, with the regular squat, you're working more on your quads. If you want to work more on your butt or your glutes, which is the same thing, you want to get into this sumo squat. Make sure your feet are angled at this 45-degree angle right here, okay? And same thing, butt back, hips forward, weight on your heels. Breathe in on the way down, breathe out on the way up. So we right here, breathe in, butt back. Look at my knees are following my toes. They're not buckling in like this, okay? So again, if you're doing this and you're buckling in, you need to start off with the sumo squat, okay? Practice right here. Okay, just like that, that's it. That's how you do the sumo squat. Butt back, hips forward, okay? Make sure that your weight is on your heels and you're not coming up on your toes, okay? So you don't wanna be doing this on your toes. And it should be a little bit harder to get on your toes and easier to stay on your heels when you're doing a sumo squat, okay? So the other thing I want you to pay attention to is if you look and when I come up, when I bring my hips forward, I'm not hip thrusting forward like this, right? I'm not overextending my hips, okay? I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is, and if you pay attention to my knee, I'm keeping a slight bend in my knee. The reason for that is because if you don't want your butt to be elongated, you want your butt to be round, that P. You want that P shape. You don't want that elongated butt. If you go like this, you're training your glutes to be elongated. We want round, plump butts, right? So if that's the case, you want to stop right here, but you gotta squeeze, you really gotta squeeze without thrusting forward, okay? So, and this is with the sumo squat and the regular squat. So with the regular squat, I'll show you again. We're right here, shoulder width apart, weight is gonna be on our heels, breathe in on the way down, breathe out on the way up, butt back, hips forward, chest, here's the other thing too, chest up, okay? Back straight, chest up. And you keep your back straight by keeping your chest up. So, we're right here, bringing our butt back, breathing in, okay? And then we come forward, weight on the heels, we breathe out. As I'm coming up, I'm really squeezing my glutes to come up. And then I stop about right here, right before my legs are locked out, okay? That way I don't have to worry about thrusting forward. We don't want that. What we want is this. Here, squeeze, stop. 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 Butt back, hips forward, squeeze, stop. And when I say squeeze, I'm squeezing my glutes, okay? I'm squeezing them really hard, okay? Same thing with the sumo squat. If I get out into a sumo squat, legs wide apart, knees following the toes, feet at this 45-degree angle, okay? Butt back, hips forward, same thing. We're right here, squeeze, stop. If you look, my legs are not straight and I'm not thrusting forward. So this is what we don't want. What we don't want is this. We don't want that. What we do want is this. Here, squeeze, stop. Here, squeeze, stop. Here, squeeze, stop. Here, squeeze, stop, okay? That's what we want, okay? And last but not least, I mentioned it before, but I want to make sure that I say this because this is important as well. You want to keep your chest up. You want to keep your chest up, okay? So what you can do is you go right here, just roll your shoulders back naturally. Make sure that your shoulders are back, okay? And down, okay? Right now, you already have your chest up. So regular squat, from the regular squat, we right here, we're keeping the chest up. We're here. Just focus on not folding over like this. Okay, we're sitting down in the chair. We're not turning into a folding chair. That's an example I always get. We're sitting down in the chair. We're not turning into a folding chair. This is what I don't want to see. What I don't want to see is this. That's wrong. What I do want to see is this. Chest up, butt back. Chest up, hips forward, chest up. Let me show you. Chest up, chest up. Okay? Now, what it may look like is, oh, he's kind of leaning forward. That's natural when you're going down, right? You kind of go at this angle, but it's because if you look at my back is straight. That's what we want. What we don't want is this. We don't want this. Or we don't want this where you're super hunched over like this. We don't want that. What we do want is a straight back. I'm starting off with my back straight, and I'm gonna finish with my back straight. If you have a curve, your back has a natural curve. So if you have a little curve right here, that's fine. Okay, as long as you're not hunched over like this. We don't want that. That's not natural, that's not okay, okay? So, just to run through it one more time. Regular squat, we right here. We come down, butt back. We breathe in on the way down. Okay, so here, weight on the heels, and then we come up, hips forward, squeezing the glutes, and we breathe out. Squeeze without thrusting. You can keep a slight bend in your knee, okay? And then we just repeat. Chest up. Sumo squat, same thing with the sumo squat. We get in the sumo squat position, right here, real wide, feet at 45-degree angle, knees following your toes. Same thing, you bring your butt back, hips forward, breathe in on the way down, breathe out on the way up. And we're right here, and keeping the chest up, we're right here. Again, we're not thrusting, we're not doing that. What we are doing is squeezing, stop right when you get to the top, you stop. Go back down, squeeze, stop. Right when you get to the top, go back down, squeeze, stop. All right, guys, that's how you do the squat and the sumo squat. That's how you do it. That's the form that I want to see. That's the form that you want to see. And if you do that, I promise you'll get better. Remember, if you do the regular squat and you find yourself buckling at your knees, start off like this. Even if you find yourself raising on your toes, start off with the sumo squat first. Get comfortable with the sumo squat. It's easier because you're closer to the ground and it makes you stay on your heels and it makes you point your knees in the direction of your toes. What you never want is this. You never want your knees to buckle in. The more you can get your knees to point in the direction of your toes, the better, okay? Okay? All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and invite people to the channel. Go to my other how-to videos under my how-to playlist. Got a bunch of videos that show you what to do. And it's Denzel with Etcetera Pack Fitness on the Prowl for endless possibilities. Until next time, you guys have a abundant and blessed day. I'm out.